If you have been paying attention at all in the last couple of months, you've heard me talk about this coaching group for women in leadership. And I wanted you to see my face and to look in my eyes and to see the expressions on my face to hear just a little bit more about why this coaching group is critical for you this next year. So there's two phrases that I want to kind of be like worms in your brain as you process and think about whether or not this is a yes for you this year. And these two statements are: what got you here won't get you there, and your habits eat your willpower for breakfast. That second one is totally cliche. I've heard it 100 times before. But I want you to consider the year that you want to have this next year. My guess is that there are some things that you want to change, that you want to improve, things that you want to get better at, ways that you want to expand your influence and your capacity, ways that you just want to lead better and differently in order for you to be more full. And the tagline for this coaching group is lead yourself to your whole self. And this coaching group will do that as we explore what it looks like for you to unleash your voice, to manage your energy over your time, to be more centered in the life that you lead, to pay attention to your inner RPMs and the ways that you just really automatically respond to situations and circumstances and people. We go after some really specific self-leadership topics so that you can lead yourself to your best self. Your life and your leadership have been created for wholeness. And so the things that you have done up until now will not get you to the next level unless you do some things that are different. And I believe that that happens in an intensive environment in the company of other warriors who are going to journey with you in that. And so let that little worm dig around in your brain. What got you here won't get you there. The second thought is that your habits are going to eat your willpower for breakfast. And I see this in my life all the time, right? I see it in the choices that I make with food and exercise and sleep and self-care habits, that the things that you just want to kind of power through and do better, you don't do better unless there are some systems and processes and external things that guide you toward making new habits. I've been reading this book called Atomic Habits recently, and it is so great and it's so helpful to help us realize that we are basically walking through parts of our life, maybe more than others, asleep and just unaware of how our decisions are impacting the way that we lead. And so as so many of you have reached out to me and said, I'm interested in this group, I'm exploring it, I'm trying to figure out if this works. Ultimately, the not yets are being triggered by excuses and by self-limiting beliefs. And the things that I hear most frequently is, I'm not sure that I've got the money. And I'm not sure that I have the time. And my questions back to you is, if you don't think you have the money, what is it costing you to not say yes to some new ways of behaving and practicing and believing that will get you to places that you have not previously gone? What is it costing you to not say yes? And if you don't have the time, then this group is exactly what is necessary, because it will broaden and expand your capacity to do things that you never thought you were capable of, because you've got new ways of doing the things that you've always done and you're letting go of some of the other stuff. So time and money, those are simply excuses for ways that you need to break through to get to the place that you want to go. So the better question is this what you want? If it is what you want, if it is something that you need, we will find a way to say yes. I will coach you and guide you into that yes, because you are worth it, and because leading yourself to your whole self is critical, not just for you, but for those in your life and in your leadership that matter so much to you. So my friend, there are some spots left, and maybe one of them is for you. What would it take for you to say a wholehearted yes to this coaching group for the next 6 months? Let me know.